Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel because in this video I'm going to fix an old crowbar. So ladies and gentlemen, I've been to my favourite junk shop where I buy most of my stuff apparently, and I found an old crowbar there, and I'm going to need a crowbar because pretty soon we're going to be digging a big hole in the smithy out the back there so that we can put a log into it so we can install the anvil. So when I went past, I bought this old crowbar. I got it really cheap. Now there's a good reason why I got it cheap. You can probably see this thing's bent like a banana. Now to someone that doesn't do blacksmithing, it's completely useless. It's a piece of scrap metal really. But if you're doing blacksmithing and you're a beginner blacksmith, this is actually quite a good little project that you could do. The other thing that's wrong with it is the tip is gone. This tip's all worn out. It's really dull, really blunt. And if you want to do some digging, this is no good. You need to forge a short square point on there so that we can jam it in the ground, break up that hard soil, and that's primarily what this type of crowbar is actually used for. We know that because on this end, this is called a button, and on this end it's got this little piece here, and if you're putting fence posts in, you use this to ram the dirt down and consolidate the soil around the post. So this is like a fencing crowbar. So without further ado, let's go fix it. Yeah, that'll do. Yep. 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 Most of it's here now. That's pretty straight to there. Yeah. Yep. 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 Cool. Yeah, that's good. Yep.
Yep. That's good.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's my crowbar sorted out, but quite a simple forging, really. A short square point on the end. You could probably see I was having some difficulty with that because the crowbar was so bent. I was trying to kind of hold it and hit it at the same time. It was flopping and wobbling, but you know, I got there in the end. The persistence paid off, and I got that job done. It's got a short square point on it now. It's not perfectly straight, but it's straight enough to get the job done. And I've got my little short square point on the end. It's not sharp on the end like a spear. It's a little bit dull on that end, but I've got the point that I want for digging into the hard clay. You know, it's reasonably straight enough for me now. Still, I didn't do anything with this little button end because that's going to be for tamping in and ramming in all the dirt around my anvil, because that's where I've done this, because I need to start digging a very large hole in my garden shed for a big log that I've got now that's going to go in that hole to mount my anvil. That's why I needed this crowbar. That's why I bought it. That's why I got it cheap, because it was bent and the tip was worn out, as I said in the introduction to this video. I'm now ready to get started with that work, so that's very exciting. It's exciting for me to get this progression happening, to show some little forging videos of some of the things that I need, the kind of tools to make the tools, if that makes sense to you. And so I'm now ready to go. So that's about the end of this little video. I just wanted to show that you can not only buy cheap tools because there's something wrong with them, and if you're doing a bit of blacksmithing, you can fix them yourself. That's one aspect of it. But also to show that if you were a village blacksmith circa 1850, around about that time, people didn't throw things away in those days. They kept them. If they bent their crowbar, if they were working with this and they bent it, they wouldn't just chuck it out or take it to a scrap metal place. They would take it to the village blacksmith and he would straighten it out for them. He would forge to that point on them, and you could use this for another 20 years. And so that's the kind of genre, the era of this forgings that I'm doing. Circa 1850, don't throw anything out, everything's got a useful purpose, and you can reforge it if you've got the skills and the knowledge. And even if you're a beginner, this is a really good project for you to be starting with. So that's the end of this little video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. And so until the next time, thanks for watching. See you later.